Thank you for clicking on the video. My name is James Caldwell, and this is my review for R&B Divas LA. This is Season 2, Episode 4. So it's pretty much etched in stone that everybody's in agreement that Chanté Moore is basically full of shit. Okay? So every time we see her, she's still going back into this whole thing about this song and how the girls won't sign off on the bogus contract. That whole thing. Little Mo made a comment that she stated basically if she's feeling some kind of way, then that means you weren't right from the beginning. She wasn't. I mean, I said this from the beginning. It's some bullshit. It is some absolute bullshit. And I'm so tired of hearing how I sang back up for this person and I sang back up for that person. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And it's just getting so old. And it's just getting to a point where every time I see her, I just want to fucking bust her bottom lip. Just bam! And just shut up. Just shut up. Take their voices off of the goddamn song. Do the song. Let it flop. And let's move on. Damn. Anyway, moving on. So they're all over. They go over to Claudette's house. And they're working on the Puerto Rican project. You're just basically having a jam session. Everything sounds really, really good. Everything sounds cool. Let's kind of move on. Let me go back. That was the introduction of Chrisette's boyfriend. This was the first time we seen Justin. So Justin was actually vibing with the girls and all of that. So he's basically going to be a part of this Puerto Rican project. And Chrisette has some, she has some reservations, and why wouldn't she? As these ladies have shown themselves, they've approved themselves to be pretty messy. But anyway, we'll come back and we'll revisit that. But that was the first time we've seen Justin. He's kind of cute, and the funny part is when you look at him and Chrisette, they look like brother and sister. So probably a really good match because that makes cute couples sometimes when I guess they're so vibed up and they spend so much time together that they kind of look alike. But that's what I got from them. So I think we might like Mr. Justin. But anyway, moving on. Leela James and Chanté Moore had a lunch together. And basically Leela was telling Chanté, the last couple times I've seen you, girlfriend, something's not right. Something's not connecting. Your energy's down. What's going on, And Chanté kind of was opening up a little bit, but she still has all the shade going on. And I don't know. I don't have the energy. I'm just kind of drained when I just see her. I get drained. I don't know. And then her mouth is just too motherfucking slick. You got to catch her. You know what I mean? You'll hear Chanté say little things and her mouth is slick. Oh, well, it's not about friendship anyway. This is about business and this, that, No, if you're coming about business, a lot of the shit that's going on wouldn't be going on. You got your little slick-ass goddamn manager who wouldn't know business if it came in a McDonald's bag. Ridiculous. Oh, slick-ass Cheryl. Fuck out of here. Anyway, moving on. So that's basically it. There was nothing really big that came out of the little sitting with Leela. It just was what it was. Then the girls actually sat down for dinner, and it was all of them, except for Chanté. And that conversation was doing the most. People were talking about dancing in the lady pond. People were carrying on, but you found that Leela is a little bit prudish. But all the rest of the girls have literally kind of played around with other girls and different things. Interesting. Very interesting. I said, okay, I didn't know where that conversation was going, but whatever. So they had it, and that was it. They had their dinner. They were cool. They were vibing again. No Chanté. Everything was cool and everything was chill. Then later on in the program, we actually saw Claudette had a conversation with Caesar. Caesar's now telling Claudette that he wants, for the Puerto Rican project, they want 2 songs as opposed to 1. So Claudette was really, really nervous about going to the girls with the information. But she did it. She went to them, and of course they made faces and did as they do. Then they actually acted like adults. They wrote a list of their demands, and they're going to present that to Caesar. And, you know, if you can't come up with these things, then we can't meet your expectation. It is what it is. So I was glad to see that they were able to do that without any drama. Then again, we end up seeing Chrisette and Justin. Cute little couple. They're out having dinner and everything. And Chrisette was basically sharing her concerns with Justin about having him work with these ladies and that. And he basically reassured Chrisette that he could hold his own and he had her back. And that he was okay. And I was like, all right, that's 10 more points for Justin. So I think everything's going to be fine. He doesn't seem like a person that's going to cower in a corner to their bullshit. I think if they get wrong, he will get their asses right thoroughly together. God knows we know his girlfriend will, honey, because you know that damn Miss Chrisette, honey. She'll lower her voice, baby, and go to letting their asses have it. But, so I think everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine with that. We go on to Miss Chalet. Now, let me say this about Miss Chalet. Child, again, you know, she did another one of those ridiculous runs, honey. That poor thing. She's just pitiful. But she's giving me very Latavia Robeson. We're watching Miss Chalet do everything but fucking sing. And then when she sings, we cringe. So we just kind of let her go ahead. But they didn't really talk about any suicide stuff this episode, so thank God. They did. She's going on blind dates. So her and Lil Mo go. She ends up going on a blind date with this older Caucasian man. And they had a good time. He had Googled her and all this kind of carrying on. Hey, if that's where she's at, that's where she's at. I ain't willing to watch, 3-4 weeks of that bullshit either. But, it is what it is. They went out and they had a good time, and that was it. And that was it. There really wasn't nothing to... I really wanted her to be with Tony. I don't know where all this business came in, but I surely wanted her to be with Tony. Because that's who she needed to be with. Because they were cute. Very, very cute. Tony Cornelius. That's what I was trying to get out. So I don't know, Miss Chalet. Think about that girl. And then the little white man, that's cute, girl. But double on back, girl, going over there and get yourself with Tony Cornelius. Because I think that's a better match. But whatever. I mean, it just depends on what you're trying to get. Because the little other man, I was just like, boring. Boring. Well, I mean, Tony wasn't no ball of fire either. But they just seem to have more of a connection. That was given... The man on the blind date was giving Sugar Daddy tea. I don't know what that was all about. But anyway. So next we see Lil Mo decides to have a sex toy party. And I'm laughing because Chrisette was like, oh, honey, no, I don't know. I don't want to be... Girls are going to be hand sanitizer. And I was laughing saying, wow, I couldn't believe she was so prudish to the sex toy party. I've actually had sex toy parties before. I've hosted them. They are a bunch of fun, depending on what you do. And I've had it with where it was all girls. And then I actually had, a party where it was a mixture. And they are fun. It's just fun, because everybody's pretty chill. And you have to watch who you invite as well. You watch who it is that you invite because you don't want to let everybody into that part of your life. But I've had them, and it's been nice. And I knew these clowns were going to have a ball, and they did. When they got there, even though Leela is prudish, I believe she had a good time. Honey, Miss Chalet is a good old hot mess. A hot mess. Miss Chalet is a closet freak. And what she needs to do, if you don't know Candy Burris, Miss Chalet, you need to take the time to get to know Candy Burris. I think y'all would make great friends, because, honey, your freak number is pretty high, girlfriend. Chrisette didn't show up. She didn't show up for the party. I don't know. Hopefully she was just working or something and didn't get to go. I was surprised, but she wasn't there. But the girls, they had a good time. Everybody, even Shantae, they partied and they laughed, and I guess they brought their little products and honey and put them to use. But it was funny. I laughed. It was fun to watch because they're stupid. I enjoyed it. Let's go. Who else? Okay, so we move on to the studio. Okay, here is the main pièce de résistance, honey. This is it. Y'all may not be happy with me when we get done with this part, but I sat and I watched as they go into this whole little thing. Shantae's got them in the studio. Leela, Chrisette, and Little Mo. She plays the track that I know right with their voices, and I guess they're all in agreement. To that I give a side eye, honey. But whatever, it seems as though they're all in agreement with this foolishness. I hope they've renegotiated that fake contract on the legal paper. But whatever. The song's not bad. I'll say that. Then we go into this whole thing about Shantae and Lil Mo. They're going back and forth, back and forth. They're dancing all around this bullshit. And I'm saying, what the fuck is this little dance they're doing? You know what I mean? But then we finally get down to it. Shantae is mad at Lil Mo. She's been mad at Lil Mo. Lil Mo's mad at Shantae. She's been mad at her because Lil Mo has been supporting everything that they did. She released 2 singles and nobody tweeted, and now her feelings were hurt. So she came out with that. Shantae basically lied and let her know that she didn't know. I don't know about social media. I don't know about tweeting. I don't know about this. I don't know about that. Bullshit. Anyway, so she's like, just tell me. I'll sing on your album. I'll do backup. I'll tweet. I'll do whatever you want me to do. Whatever, Shantae. Then she finally got down to the nuts and bolts. She was mad at Lil Mo because Lil Mo obviously took a picture somewhere with Kenny Lattimore and tweeted it and made the quote that he's a good guy. Well, we all know that he is fighting Shantae for custody and all that. We know all this stuff. And Lil Mo knew that too. So why would she do that? Because Lil Mo's a mean bitch. That's why she did it. You know, but she was no more mean to you there than you were to her by not retweeting her stuff. Y'all were throwing digs at each other. There's some shade. And like I said, I just, that whole scene, it just was just that. It was a scene. It got on my nerves. I was looking and I forgot what I was watching for a minute. I thought I was watching Love and Hip Hop. I said, who the fuck sat down and wrote this bullshit? But I didn't care for it. But then all of a sudden, you know, Lil Mo's like, no, I don't want to get, you know, all emotional. I just ain't feeling all that. This, that, the other. Then next thing you know, she's tearing up her ugly face. Shantae's tearing up her ugly face. And now they're going to hug it out. And everything, I guess, is just going to be fine. Whatever. I love this show still. But, it took me 2 full times to watch and said, what did I just miss here? I ain't never seen such fast conflict resolution in my life other than when Mona Scott had something to do with it. But anyway, moving on. That was basically it for this episode. I have to tell you, this episode didn't knock me out. It didn't knock me out at all. And this last scene here, I truly felt like it gave me very much Tyler Perry, Have and Have Nots. The acting was less than good. Anyway, that's it for this episode, guys. I'll catch up with you all next week. Let's see what's going to go on from here. But I was a little underwhelmed this week. And I have to say, the one thing that I really did like this week, Lil Mo had a long platinum bob. I like the platinum bob. So I like the short bob. Now I like the long bob. But again, you know, she brought it around the bend with some more bullshit with a braid on it and a motherfucking tiara. It was ridiculous. I said, okay, girl, but I knew that she would not disappoint. I knew once I say the bob and it was a new hairstyle I liked, I knew that she would come back with something else that was fucked up, because that's what Bo does. And we love her for it. But anyway, all right, guys, that's it. That's all I have for episode 4. I will check out you guys next week and see where we're at. All right. Thanks, guys. You can thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You can follow me on Twitter at SpillItBoy. Later, guys. Bye-bye.